Hey guys, welcome back to our Let's Play of Hawaii. Where we left off last time, we had taken the Johnston Atoll and gained one person who can fight in our army. I have not tested this yet, but I do believe that if you cut off the road to 56, that Hawaii possibly could have more manpower. And from what I've seen so far, that's been the most debilitating thing about playing the state of Hawaii when you have the U.S. states mod cut on with the road to 56. Your manpower is just severely limited. But we're going to go ahead and dive back into this campaign, and hopefully we'll make a little more headway. I think we're going to be able to take some of these nations that we initially thought we were going to take, and I call them nations. I mean, they're really small islands, some of these little atolls. I don't know if it's going to give us the necessary manpower to potentially take on a New Zealand. And as you can see, we are sitting on 6.7 thousand manpower, which really isn't that much. We have fielded 13.4. And for those of you who are new to Hearts of Iron, that is not a lot of manpower. But that's part of it. So we're gonna go ahead and fire this thing back up. Like I earlier mentioned, we did take the Johnston Atoll, and let me see if I can click on it. There is roughly one naval dockyard. It is not pretty, to say the least. But I think that our next, let's see. It'll be Midway. I'm not sure Midway. Oh, Midway has a little larger population, so that is somewhat encouraging. Let's see if we can get a naval invasion planned. I probably need to go ahead and tell this one ship that it's going to do a little more work. So we've got that covered, and we're now going to tell these guys that you're going to do a naval invasion from here, and you're going to land in Midway, and we want to believe we want to enact this order. Did I select them? Yeah. Well, there we go again. You're going to find out how bad I am at naval invasions. Where are my troops? That is just crazy. Did they disappear? There's no way. Oh gosh. Bad me. Alright, let's X out of that. Let's try this one more time. We want to go from here to Midway. Alright, click to activate, shift click. Okay, maybe I can do this. Let's try this, shift click. And it says no division, 0 transports. I don't necessarily buy that, but whatever. Okay, so if I select these two guys. Control, click. Okay, 14 days. And we got one more naval dockyard, which, God bless it all, we really don't need, but okay. Actually, we're going to just let that sit idle for the time being. Let's crank up. Ooh, Georgia and Tennessee going to war. I assume we will take out Midway. You know, that may be something worth Googling. How do I delete naval orders? I'm terrible at this. Alright, it looks like Iowa is no more. Poor guys. Okay, well that was a lot easier than anticipated. That is good news. Seven days, 7 more days, and then we go take Midway, and then after we take Midway, we're gonna go to knock out the Line Islands, Phoenix Island, and then perhaps we can get a hold of Samoa. And I think we'll kind of see what that does for us. I'm not so convinced that it's going to do what we want, but that's just part of it. And to be honest, I probably need to stop making boats. That would make sense. We're just going to can that. Yes, I want to cancel it. Good grief. Let's see, how many more days do we have left? 11 days out of 14. So yeah, as I said before, I at some point before I end this series will log on and see if you choose Hawaii without the RID, the 56, and try to get a feel for what sort of manpower you're going to be dealing with. And if it is a little better, I definitely think that you could probably make the case that you could make this viable. But from what I see right now, I'm not convinced. So why are we not doing this? How are they still preparing? Well, that's just crazy. Huh. I don't understand that, but let's trash this and see if we can get them back to Hawaii. Good grief. Maybe this will go by a little quicker, and maybe I will figure out what I'm doing wrong. Or maybe not. This has been an absolute blunder, I will say that. Holy cow. What are we even researching? Domestic affairs. Jeez. Political power. Okay. Yeah, I mean, this is just terrible. Terrible, terrible, terrible. Even an extensive conscription. Oh, dear Lord. Okay, and they're headed back to Hawaii, so once they get there, we'll see if we can't invade. Who now has a troop? What in the world? I don't even know what that was about, but okay. I bet because I didn't declare war on them. I'm an idiot. That's probably why. Great. Probably helps to justify a war goal. Good grief. Well, there you have it. I don't even know if we can take them now. That's terrible. Huh. Let's see if we can do this. Let's see. Let's take them off this. We want them to do this. We want to go. Alright, well, let's go after the Line Islands. Why not? Why not? Okay. You go ahead and research that. You do this. And let's get this cleaned up. Alright, so we want to move from Honolulu to the Line Islands. Do we have anyone? Let's slow it down a little bit. Now, if I get out of that screen and I select these troops. Oh, they're already assigned to it. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Alright, let's address this. We did synthetic oil, which is important. We definitely need to do machine tools, and we need to pick up this. And probably wouldn't help to defense. We'll take the organization, definitely could be useful. And that's it. So we'll bump the speed back up. 3 out of 14 days. Perfect. We will declare war on the Line Islands, and I'm hopeful that from there we will be able to do what we need to do. we're still just, golly, this manpower thing is terrible. Absolutely terrible. And unfortunately, just, oh God, I bet the mod just absolutely crippled everything. I have a feeling that probably what we're going to do, we're going to play this out. We're going to take the Line Islands and then move to take Phoenix Island, and then look to take Samoa if we can, and kind of make a judgment call. If the manpower gets better after we take Samoa, we'll continue. If not, then I'm just going to say this let's try is probably not viable playing as Hawaii with the U.S. States mod, which you have to have, and the Road to 56 enacted at the same time. I may revisit it. I'm going to, as soon as I get done recording this episode, I'm going to take a look at the, let's see, if we meet, yeah, we're good to go now. So we're going to, but I'm going to take a look at the, at Hawaii without the Road to 56. And in the event that the manpower is greater, sometime in the near future, in the next couple of weeks, I will revisit this. But so far, the experience has not been pleasant, to say the least. So, Line Islands, we will justify our war goal. We want to conquer you. Takes 5 days. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. It just... I didn't do enough research on the front end, and then, you know, that's frustrating, but that is what it is. We do have some planes. I bet we could. I say we have planes. I thought we had planes. The bombers, could they reach? I bet they could. I bet they could. I just want you to fly air superiority. Y'all go have at it. Perfect. Standing by. And they can't do anything. Okay, so that's encouraging. At least we can have... That's selected. Okay. And we'll do that. Why not? Okay, so it looks like we are ready to go to war. I think with that we can do this. Good. Okay. Well, they will be on their way. And then after we get to the Line Islands, we will attempt to take, like I said, take over Phoenix Island, move our way to Samoa, and I think that'll probably be a good gauge for, does this do anything for our manpower? If it doesn't, then, you know, that is what it is, and we're going to call it. We will say this let's try is not viable and move on to better things. Ooh, they do have, it looks like a very organized yet. We got this. We totally got this. Interesting. Oh, wow, they're not close to capitulating. Okay, well, so be it. We will click on home skillet. We will delete this. Yeah, island hopping. Ugh. And let's execute that. How long is that going to take? 14 days again. Okay. Looks like we will do a bit more island hopping. Oh, God. That's adorable. Oh, Lord. This is going to take forever. Did we lose anyone, though? Let's bump up the speed just a bit. Get this done. Like I said, I really think this is going to be something that turns out to be a bust, but so be it. All in good sport, right? And they're on the move again. That is good news for us, maybe not for them. If the boat driver, come on, Mr. Boat Driver, let's get him there. It did put up some resistance. Let's see, did that even get them close to capitulating? Not quite there yet. Okay. So we'll do this. And this should be the final one. And I'm guessing that's going to take 14 days as well. Alrighty. Well, military youth should improve our overall population recruitment, but considering the base level is just so low, I'm not sure that it's going to do us any real good. But that's just me. It nearly doubled what we have in the field, so I guess that is a good thing. Could give us some more troops, which would be nice. We'll go ahead and take that. Probably would help if I had paramilitarism, though. Oops. Looks like we did. Yep. Wow, that's awkward. Well, let's speed this up. Go ahead and get out of this and take the other island. They should capitulate. I hope. There we go. That's fantastic. Oh, 0 convoys. That is lovely. So has that done anything for our population? It has done absolutely nothing. Well, we haven't taken them quite yet. Okay, we're going to take off states. End our turn. Boom. That's done. Maybe that helped us out a little bit. I don't think it did. I How encouraging. Alright, well, let's go ahead and clean up this. And continue to do some island hopping. So the next thing we need to do is this guy. You need to kind of deselect you. Not that way, that's for sure. Let's do this here. Oh crap. And there you have it. I completely lost that guy. Well, there's one. Does he just go? What the heck? One ship there. Would have sworn I had two, but I guess not. Okay. And I believe that should be good enough. And let's speed it up a bit. 14 days, okay. Ooh, that's cheap. Okay, so we can almost instantaneously do that when we activate that. So we'll jack it up and get the days done and continue island hop, well, as I can't speak. Yeah, I think the biggest takeaway from this is do your research. If you're going to try to do something crazy that's out of the ordinary, do your research. It is vital. Is that me? Oh yeah, that is you. What are you doing over there? Oh, you're a convoy escort too? What are you doing? Oh, you're doing that. Okay. Surely it has the... Oh man. Old Japan. We'll go ahead and declare war on these guys. And we'll wait for that to pop up. We'll go ahead and do that. That's great. Let's declare war. Ooh. Fire Nation. If they call them in, that's fine with me too. We'll just take them out as well. Where is said Fire Nation? I know I saw him. I have no clue. No clue whatsoever. Oh, that was them. Alright, well, let's slow this down. Did this do anything to boost the population? Not really. That's encouraging. It's really validating everything that I kind of held true. Missing equipment production. What? Do I? Huh. Well, let's see. How long would it take to take Samoa? To clear wool on Samoa. 5 days. Alright, well, let's go ahead and get an order in. Did I do something wrong? No, I didn't. Okay, good. Well, that didn't do it. Okay. I guess is there something else? Guess we'll do that. Okay. Well, we'll keep it going, that's for sure. And once again, we get a ton of stuff. That's encouraging. And we have taken Samoa. That's what I'm talking about. Alright, so I'm going to pause it. And we're going to take a look at a few things. You take over Samoa, you do get a little more potential manpower, but 29,000 really isn't that much to talk about. Kind of assessing where everything is near Hawaii. I think if you were to play this mod, you could probably build a couple of divisions and potentially target a country in Central America or South America, maybe Ecuador. In fact, I would tell you, based on my playthroughs, Ecuador would probably be a great target. They're not, everything that I've seen from them, they don't really build a massive army. It could give you a little foothold into South America. There is Costa Rica that could give you a potential continental holding. But really, having said that, I think that the way that this mod is set up, unfortunately, you're kind of behind the 8 ball. So I'm going to probably make my cut right here. I know I'm going to make my cut right here and go ahead and call this a bust. That it would be very difficult to run the U.S. States mod and run the Road to 56 at the same time, primarily because your manpower and your population's so low, which ultimately affects your manpower. You can make some pretty quick immediate gains, and you can do some island hopping, and you're able to take over all these tiny little atoll islands, but they don't have the population that is going to get you over the hurdle or to the finish line. And I will leave in a description in the link below. As soon as I cut the recording off, I'm going to shut down the game and cut off the Road to 56, and then just load the U.S. States mod with the increased resources and start a Hawaiian game and take a look at what the manpower looks like. If it's better, I'll post that. If it's still pretty crummy, I'll post that as well. But I'm going to go ahead and say that there's an immense challenge in doing this, and not only does it stem from the manpower, but once you take all these small little islands, you want to take New Zealand, well, they're part of the Allies. You want to move in on some of the other smaller island chains, well, they're controlled by the British or they're controlled by the French. And then there's no way, I don't think there's any way you could take on Australia. And my gut tells me if you played this out long enough, you may get some posturing from Japan, and my gut says they would probably steamroll you. So it was fun. It was exciting, if you want to call it that. It was more depressing, but, kind of good to know. So I hope you all have a good night. If you like the videos, subscribe. More content is on the way, more Hearts of Iron content in the future. There will be some other games. I've kind of thrown out the idea of picking up Crusader Kings 2. Of course, I could always do some Civ 6 stuff as well as Stellaris and anything that I have on any of the consoles that I play. But thank you for tuning in. And if I guess on a side note, if there's anything that you'd like to see in Hearts of Iron played out, leave a comment, let me know. But y'all have a good night, and I will chat with y'all soon.